After watching this video, you should be able to create an infinite amount of content. Welcome back to whatever this is. I am Christian, and this video's wardrobe is actually sponsored by Real Estate One's marketing department. See, this is the hat that they got me last year, or I guess this year for my birthday, and this is the sweatshirt that they got me 2 years ago. Stay tuned for sometime in January when I get a third piece of something, maybe a nice gold chain. I don't know. That might, what else? Okay, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm going to be giving you essentially a tip, a life hack, a wealth of knowledge about how you can essentially work smarter and not harder. By doing a few things, you will then be able to set yourself up to have the ability to create an infinite amount of content by doing very little work and have other people supply the content for you. Now, you're probably thinking, Christian, this still doesn't make any sense. All right, give me 45 seconds of your time. All right, watch the red bar on the bottom, and that is how long it is going to take me to explain this to you about how easy it is. Ready? And your mark, get set, go. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to start posting videos on TikTok. You're probably thinking, Christian, stop telling me to post videos on TikTok. Well, guess what? Here's why you need to start posting videos on TikTok. Because when you post videos on TikTok, people will see those videos inevitably, right? That's the whole point. Get likes, get views. Well, there's also another feature on there where your viewers can comment on your videos. And something that TikTok allows you to do is TikTok allows you, the creator, to respond to comments as a video. So what's going to start happening is as you start posting TikToks about whatever, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to be some sort of real estate themed as a real estate agent. And as people start commenting questions or just general statements or whatever, you then have the ability to go in and essentially make a video in response to that comment. But guess what? Everybody is going to have the chance to see it. It's not just like a personalized response to the one comment. What's going to happen is that's just going to be another video that you're posting on TikTok, but everybody is going to know that it's in response to a certain question. So, to wrap that all up, post videos to TikTok, people comment on your videos, and then you make videos about their comments. So, to circle it back and land the plane and tell you guys that I'm not lying, you have to do a little bit of work in the beginning to get your TikTok page up and running. After you post a few videos, after you dip your toes in the water, so to speak, and people start eventually commenting on your videos, you can essentially stop thinking about what sort of content to post because people are going to be giving you content. Because what's going to happen is people are going to start giving you content ideas. You no longer have to think about what should I make today's TikTok video should be, when all you might have to do is just scroll through your comments and be like, which one of these comments can I make a video response to? See, it's not that hard. And depending on what the question is, if it's, like a general question, if it's vague enough, if it's broad enough, you can download that video that you just made on TikTok and it already has the question in the video. I'll get to that in a little bit of how we can actually do that. But then you can download that video and you can post it anywhere else. You can post it on Instagram. You can post it on Facebook. It doesn't really matter. You should be doing that anyway. If you're making TikToks, you should be posting it on every single platform that you're on. So now we're at the real question of how exactly do we do this? What does this look like? What can you show me a step by step? Because I'm a visual learner too. So let's hop into my phone real quick and let's see exactly what it looks like to look at a comment. How exactly are we doing it? It's very easy. I'll just spoiler alert. All right, so as we can see on the screen right now, this is a video that I posted, I don't know, back in like 2021, early 2021, when I was just messing around on TikTok, making a video. I have a decent following, by the way, so that's why I have a decent amount of comments. I don't post anymore, so please don't look for me. The point is you can go through your comments on your videos, and I'm going to click on the one down here that's saying explain. So all you do is you click on the comment, and it's going to give you the opportunity to reply, and it's going to initially prompt you to reply via text. However, that's not what we're trying to do here. So you can see right next to where the cursor is blinking, it's going to give you that red circle with the camera in it. Click that, and then what it's going to do is it's going to take the comment, which you can see right here, which is simply just explain, which is a great comment because that is essentially just meaning, hey, just talk more about this specifically in a video. I don't know which screen to look at, but point being, this little comment is going to stay on the video. So when you reply and post this out to TikTok, people are going to have context about what the heck you're talking to. And the other thing that's going to happen is when other people see this on TikTok and they're like, "Oh, where like what video was this comment on?" They will have the ability to click on that comment and go to that video. So it can essentially just be like a spider web of them just going from video to video if you make enough videos that are connected. So again, if you are unfamiliar with how to do anything on TikTok, right up here, these are where all of like your advanced options, I would probably say. I'm gonna say we don't need to mess around with those. The only major one is probably the timer. That one is if you want to like set your phone down. It's like that's really the only reason. And walk far away. I believe there's a beauty filter, beauty mode. So now I'm gorgeous. If that's gonna help you um, post videos onto TikTok, then sure, by all means, turn it on. No one's gonna know if it's turned on or not. Major ones that you need to look at is the time. So this is a 15-second swipe over. You simply just swipe over on like the whole screen and you get to 60 seconds, or you can go all the way up to 3 minutes. One thing to keep in mind here is that let's say that you choose the 15-second option and all of a sudden you realize that you need more time. Guess what? You can't like just go and tell TikTok, hey, I need some more time. They're just gonna be like, nope, that's like the option you choose, so you're just gonna have to redo it. So worst case scenario, just choose the 60-second one. It's not going to be a 60-second video if you don't use all 60 seconds. It's just giving you the option. If you want to have some sort of imagery that you want to put in, what you can do is I would probably recommend like the green screen effect or imagery. Like maybe somebody comments about mortgage rates or maybe like literally anything where you can be like, oh, I can just literally just do a quick search online for any sort of visual aid and find it. And so what you can do is down here in the effects button, you click that and it's going to bring up, honestly, I hate this. I hate the way that this is designed. It makes zero sense. They just recently added like a search feature, which is where you're going to live, because just by looking at these thumbnails of the effects, you have no idea what they're doing. So don't bother. So click on the search button and it's going to bring you to the discover effects, where you are just going to type in green screen if you can spell it correctly. And you can see that the first one is green screen, where 523 million videos have used it. So you can click on that. And then up here, this row is essentially just your camera roll, I believe. I believe it's the last, what looks like 4 or 5 images. Just so for the sake of this video, this background that you're currently seeing, this is like the generic green screen background, so don't freak out. You didn't do anything wrong. This is this generic. But let's say that you wanted to pull up a chart, pull up a graph. I'm just going to click this photo, which is actually a screenshot I took of the actual comment that I used. And then the image will stay on the screen in a permanent, like a fixed place. And then as you move your phone around, you will then move on the screen. So if you wanted to show the whole image, just make sure you're not on screen by just flipping the camera up to like the ceiling or wherever. It really doesn't matter. And then when you want to come back on screen, you just come back on screen. So that's how I would use the green screen effect. If you no longer want the green screen effect on, you quickly just click the effects and then you just unclick the green screen. So let's quickly just make a quick little video just so that I can show you what it might look like, blah, blah, blah. I'm explaining, we're good, we're great. If you want to chop it up and do multiple clips, you can. So I just held that button down for approximately 6 seconds. Maybe that was a quick little intro. Maybe I want to have another thought. And I press that button down again, hold it for a few more seconds, and that is good. So once you are done with the video, or maybe there is a clip that you did earlier that you want to delete or trim or whatever, you'll click down here, this button that says, hey, we're good recording. Let's move on to the next stage, which is the editing portion, which don't be worried about. It doesn't have to be intense, but if you want to mess around in there, you can. So you click that button and it's going to automatically start playing what the video is going to look like. So because I'm not screen recording anymore, I can't like point to the screen about what button you should be choosing. That is going to be your editing button. So by clicking that, It's going to bring up what looks like a pretty generic timeline if you have any concept of what editing looks like. And by simply scrolling through it, you can see that there is the first clip, and then you can click on the second clip, and you can clearly see that those are two different clips. Let's say that you didn't want the first clip. Well, on the bottom, you can scroll over to the right, and you have the option to delete that entire clip. Okay, so let's say that you actually wanted to move the second clip and make it your first clip because you maybe talked out of order or you like the way it sounded or whatever. So what you do is you press and hold on whichever clip you want to move. It's going to make them small, and now you can see that I can move it back and forth. So let's just go ahead and move that, and now you can see that the shorter clip, which was the second clip, is now the first clip. So once you're done with that, you can just go up here and press save. And again, it is going to keep looping over and over just so that you can see it. I wish you could stop it when it's doing this, but you can't. Another thing that TikTok, just like the algorithm, likes is it likes when your videos have captions on them. Now, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is press another button. So what you do is you press the button below the button that we just pressed. And from there, you don't have to do anything. TikTok does this automatically. Yes, you should probably go through and make sure that the auto-generated captions actually are what you're saying. But for the most part, uh, those are good. And then once you can save that, you can also move them around. So if you wanted to make them smaller or bigger, that's simply just pinching and zooming in like you would on like just like a photo. So let's say that because I don't have anything going on up top, let's throw these up here. And that looks good. That way it's not like impeding, it's not distracting. It's there if people want to look at them. It's good. And then we can click next. And here is where you can do some more things. Obviously, hashtag. I would hashtag it real estate. I would assuming it's about real estate. Just whatever it's about. The more specific your hashtag is, the better the likelihood that your audience is going to get more value out of it because either they're searching for it or let's say you do use the hashtag real estate and you're like, who's looking for real estate stuff on TikTok? Well, guess what? There is a side for everything. And what I mean by side of that is like there are niches and groups and just people that are on the side of real estate on TikTok, for lack of a better terms. Like they see a lot of real estate videos because that's what TikTok knows that they like. So by you making your video a real estate video by using the hashtag, TikTok is going to be like, oh, well, maybe we should show it to this person because we know that they like real estate videos. Hashtag real estate has 18.8 billion views. That's billion with a B, people. And this is also another great way to, if you are stuck or low on content ideas, just come in and just pretend you're going to post a video and just search the hashtags to see what is being talked about the most. Like what has a lot, like what are people interested in? This is where you can see real estate has 18.8 billion. If you are a real estate investor or anything of like any knowledge on that, you can see that as 2.4 billion views. Real estate hacks has 590 million views. Real estate TikTok, 640 million views. Okay, there's a lot of views to be had on this app, and this is just going to be the easiest way to get started is by just simply posting videos on TikTok. They don't have to have a high production value. All you have to do is start. It's really all that matters. And so then once you're done with that, let's say real estate life hacks. One of the things that I would recommend for certain videos, if it is like an open house video, if it's a just listed video, whatever, you can specifically choose the location because what people are starting to do is they're starting to search on TikTok rather than search on Google. Granted, I have no idea where any of these places are that they are giving me. But what you can do is you can add the location. So let's say that you have that listing and it's in Royal Oak. You can just put in Royal Oak right there. And now you can see that the location is in Royal Oak. That is essentially most of what you would need to do. And then if you aren't ready to post it right away, you would put it in your drafts. Or if you're ready to go, post it, you can just click post and you are good to go. All right, that was all for this video. I know it was a lot, but hopefully I delivered on the fact that once you start posting TikToks, you will hopefully then be able to generate an infinite amount of content by simply replying to comments. That's all for this video. I hope you learned something, and as always, I will talk to you guys next time.